Hey, what's up guys? Joker here. Today we've got a few news stories to get through in the world of tech. The first is concerning Intel, whose CPU shortage issues have continued to worsen now going into the second quarter of 2019, and they might get even worse, and this could spell a good thing for AMD and their CPU division. Also, the Halo Master Chief Collection just might be coming to PC after it was listed with support for Microsoft Hub, which I'll explain later, over on the Microsoft Store. And last but certainly not least, Windows 10 is now having the ability to auto-uninstall updates if it detects them causing an issue with startup on your PCs. And after the issue that they had last week, which we talked about with hurting PC performance, I thought this was something that you guys might be interested to hear about. But first, we're going to be taking a look at Intel, who has been having issues with CPU shortages ever since last year, and they've been having trouble with 14 nanometer and having serious problems being able to get enough CPUs out the door for the demand that is being created by the market, specifically with Chromebooks. Surprisingly, there's a lot of demand for Chromebooks, even though enthusiasts like you and me might look at a Chromebook and go, peasant. No, Chromebooks are still massively popular with, well, the masses, and also with things like Google Classroom. A lot of schools use Chromebooks, so they have a massive market for Chromebooks across the entire globe, whether or not they might not be of use to you or me, people that normally watch this channel. The fact is, this is creating issues with shortages across the board for Intel in the CPU market, and the way that this has been compensated for is that AMD is actually picking up the slack, where they saw significant gains going from the first quarter of 2018 to the first quarter of 2019. They went from 9.8% share of the market up to 15.8%, and in the second quarter of 2019, in just a couple of months, that's expected to rise up to as high as 18%. So in just a year's time, AMD will pretty much have doubled their market share for the CPU space, and that is definitely going to hurt Intel a lot, especially if they can't get these 14 nanometer shortage sorted out. And we do know that they do have 10 nanometer in the pipeline to come out towards the second half of this year. However, things are pointing to them not having great yields with the 10 nanometer process as well, so the shortages just might get a hell of a lot worse before they get better for Intel, and that just spells good things for AMD and their CPU division. Next up, we have the Halo Master Chief Collection, which has appeared over on the Microsoft Store, and support for the Microsoft Hub along with the Xbox One. Now, it doesn't specifically list the PC. If we go over there, you can see right now it just listed for the Xbox One and for Microsoft Hub. And the Microsoft Hub, basically what that is a gigantic Microsoft Surface, and you'll see these for like businesses, you might see them for schools. It's basically a gigantic touchscreen computer on wheels that you could roll into something like a conference room or a boardroom and use as a display, as a tool for, giving a presentation or educating people, any number of uses. But basically what the Hub is a PC. So if the game is available for the Hub, which I don't think anyone asked for, I don't think anyone even owns a Hub except for maybe some really, really nice businesses and things like that. There's really no reason that this game couldn't come out in the PC if it's supported on that, because it's basically, as I said, it's just a PC. And this isn't on every Halo game. This is just the Master Chief Collection, which is listing this. If we go over to the Halo 5 Guardians page, for instance, which is not supported on the PC yet, it only listed being available for the Xbox One. And PC Gamer did reach out to Microsoft and ask them to comment on this, to which they replied, "We do not comment on rumors or speculation." And obviously, if this was just a mistake or a placeholder that it just got put up there by accident and they were made aware of it, they could have very easily gone ahead and removed this by now. But they didn't. They just said, "We don't comment on rumor and speculation." And still to this day, after the news has been picking this up over the past 24 hours, it is still listed over on the Microsoft Store page. So we just might get the Master Chief Collection before you know it on the PC. Hopefully, obviously, it's, just rumor at this point. Take it with a grain of salt, but I'm just fingers crossed. I would love to see the Master Chief Collection come to the PC. I think that would be really friggin' awesome. As long as it doesn't have all the issues that it had on the Xbox One with servers and all of that stuff. I don't know if they ever got that sorted out. If you are an Xbox One player and you played the Master Chief Collection, I know that game was an absolute nightmare for the months after it came out, and people not really being able to play it online. And if you are an Xbox One owner and you have the Master Chief Collection, leave a comment down below. Let me know what the current state is of the game. I would love to know if they've actually fixed things with the Master Chief Collection. And last up, but certainly not least, Windows 10 will now auto-remove updates that are creating an issue with startup on your PC. So if your system is booting up and Windows detects a startup error, something that could possibly prevent you from booting into Windows, it will now automatically remove that update from your system, and it will notify you as well on the desktop through the notification tray, letting you know that they have removed some recently installed updates, which if you decide that it might be a mistake, you can yourself go ahead and then force the update to be reinstalled back onto your system, although that probably would be a little bit dicey. But this is really just for startup errors. So that issue that we talked about a few days ago with the gaming performance and stuff like that, something like that doesn't seem like it would get picked up by this, as this is really just detecting startup errors, which is still a good thing that they're detecting this stuff. But at the end of the day, I think we would all like to see them actually test this stuff before it gets out into the public, because as many of you know, Windows 10 is basically an open beta program, as it is you basically use its users to test out updates for their stability. And that is really the problem with Windows 10, you know, from start to finish. It's using their users to make sure that the updates are working stable rather than testing it themselves, because they've just laid off so many employees over the past few years since Windows 10 rollout, their testing division and things like that. So yeah, we continue to have to beta test all of the updates that come out for Windows, with the good and the bad. So that's kind of unfortunate, but at least they got this in place, I guess. It's like, you know, kind of on the icing on the shit cake, if you would. But that is all I really have got for you guys today in the world of tech. As always, I do look forward to the discussion being continued down in the comments below, so leave me your thoughts, opinions, questions on all of the topics that we covered in this video. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on it down below. Subscribe if you're not already, and if you have been here for a while, go ahead and ring the notification bell. That way you never miss a video as soon as it goes live up on the channel. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another video. Ta-ra.